So we want to know that recently we come to know that you have taken over the Raj Rayon. So can you tell me your objective and how is your journey for the Raj Rayon?
So SVG basically is a polyester fabric manufacturer. It was a natural progression to acquire a backward, like it was a backward integration for SVG to acquire Raj Rayons, because and also it completes the entire polyester value chain. So right from buying, creating the polymer down to the garments. So that is what we achieved by acquiring Raj Rayon Industries. So when we planned to acquire Raj Rayon, at that time it was shut for more than 5-6 years. It was a lot of effort and investment, but finally we started production last year. In January 2023, we started production, and now we've closed March with a top line of 750 crores. So that is the first year we have turned it around, and we have achieved very high acceptance in the market. Within the first year itself, we've brought in new machinery, we've spruced up and updated the previous machines. We also sold out the obsolete machinery, and we've completely renewed the plant to create a quality which is fitting the standards of SVG, which we have created over a very long time. So that is what we have done in the past 1.5 year.
Okay. So the when you had took over the Raj Rayon, so what is their position? They may be in the loss, or who is the previous promoter? What is why?
So Rajravan was shut for 5-6 years when we took it over, and it was in NCLT, and we acquired it from the banks,
Mm-hmm.
and it was shut. It was actually, there was legacy issues with the machinery and with the management or finances. There were various issues, and they were not able to actually make any profits, and finally it went down. So we understand the business, and we understand the product. So it was a natural progression for us to go backward into manufacturing these products which Rajrayan was manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, in fact, it was during COVID times, then this proposal came to us, and we evaluated it, and it did look like a very, very big challenge, but we were up to it, and we have successfully turned it around now.
Okay. So can you tell me at what cost you had taken this?
So it is acquired from the banks. There was a significant amount of investment we had to pay to the bank in terms of equity. It's a complicated cost structure, but till now we have invested close to 300 crores additional in that since acquisition.
Okay.
So yeah, as of today, we are standing at 250 tons of production per day, and this is poised to go to 400 by the end of this year.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what will be the vision for the Raj Rayon in next 5 years? We are looking at.
So in next 5 years, basically Rajrayan has to, come up with adding value to SVG.
Mm-hmm.
So that was our motive since the beginning. So we want to add value to the name of SVG rather than, bring it down. So Rajrayan is actually always got this uh, challenge in front of them to live up to the standards of SVG, or to the quality requirement of SVG as a fabric manufacturer. So whether it is home furnishings or sportswear or fashion wear, everything where we use polyester needs to be of very high standards, because we deal with very uh, high quality clients, and they cannot have substandard products. So Rajyon is now supplying to SVG, which is also one of the biggest certificate for Rajrayon in terms of quality. Rajrayon supplies close to 25 tons of polyester every day to SVG.
Okay, that's great.
So the next 5 years, we see Rajrayon has the potential capacity to go up to 700 tons per day. And by the end of this year, we'll be going to 400. And subsequently, in the next 1 year, we will be achieving 700 tons per day.
Okay. So now with both the companies has merged and integrated. So in the future plan, you want to shut down the identity of Rajrayon and you want to keep it as a SVG group, or what is your
So SVG and Rajrayon have not merged. So as of today, Rajrayon is an independent company, and it will continue to do so for the next few years. For various reasons, it is not possible to merge as of now. But having said that, it's the same management. The core competencies are the same. So we can say that SVG will continue to benefit from the fact that Rajrayon produces its raw material, and Rajrayon will continue to benefit from the legacy, the experience, and the core competencies of SVG. So it will continue, but for technical reasons, we are not able to merge them right now. So Rajrayon will continue to manufacture and cater to various clients. And besides that, SVG cannot consume the kind of potential capacity Rajrayon has got. So it is 700 tons per day, which is impossible for SVG to consume on a daily basis. So yeah.
Okay. So now it's an integrated group. Now SVG have. So SVG, what they want to achieve by this, taking over this company.
So SVG now, yes, like you rightly pointed out, now SVG is as a group is has the complete textile value chain.
Correct.
In your words, so right from making the polymer down to the garment, so it is completely integrated, it's got everything, so it has its own advantages. That we will be definitely sharing with SVG as a group. That is the significant advantage. These are the significant important things that we'll be achieving by having Rajrayon as a integrated manufacturer of raw textured yarn. So we'll be making a lot of uh, quality products which SVG is not able to procure from the current manufacturers, or it has to import these materials from various people. So Rajrayon targets to substitute those imports of SVG over a period of next 1 year.
Okay. So what is the current turnover of SVG group?
SVG is doing close to 300 crores per annum.
And Rajrayon?
Rajrayon will complete this year near about 750 crores.
750 crores. Okay. So as a industry leader, you had acquired this company, and some Reliance is also acquiring. So right now, this is a trend we see in the industry, that people are acquiring and selling the companies. So what is the trend in this textile industry is going on?
So, see, consolidation is always a part of any industry. So, if you see in steel, there is some people who are selling, some people who are buying. So, if there is a company that goes down, the infrastructure, the company will always run. The owners may change, but it can run. There are certain important things, it's a textile industry after all. So, there are some key success factors in textile industry which need to be maintained. It's a cyclical industry. So sometimes there are very high profits, and sometimes there are very, very low profits. So to stay afloat during the low profits, you need to have lower fixed costs.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why certain companies are going down are because during the bad times they have slightly higher fixed costs,
Mm-hmm.
and that actually they are not able to sustain over a period of time. So, and the people who are taking over, it's not necessary that they will be able to turn it around for sure, unless they take care that the fixed costs are lowest and then grow steadily. Textile is not something where you can grow exponentially in a short time,
Mm-hmm.
so it is something where you should grow organically. So
Mm-hmm.
if you go slow and steady, you definitely will be able to survive for the longest period. That is my experience.
Correct. We had seen that SVGs always believe in slow and steady wins the race. And I think that you had proved that with the various acquired acquisition and lot of growth in the industry.
Yes, slow and
So,
steady, yes, and we also believe in conservative management. We don't
mhm,
see that the industry can make very, very large strides with. It's a high capex industry.
correct.
It's capital intensive, and you need to go slow
Hmm.
to be able to absorb that capacity, move to the next one, next one, next one. You will reach where you want to reach in the next 3 years rather than you want to reach it in 1 year.
Correct. So the last question is, as right now the young generation and they are coming up for a lot of startups and they want to achieve very fast in everything, and your approach is different. So what advice you want to give to all the startups and young generation?
Actually, to be very honest, what I have told you about the textile industry is just the foundation.
Hmm.
The upper layer in textile industry is very open for the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
The way it's sold is completely changed. Everything is online.
Mm-hmm.
What is sold changes every 3 months. Fashion, it's everything is fast.
Correct.
And what used to be considered as popular in terms of designer wear, now it's converted to fast fashion. So there is a lot of space for youngsters to come in, create their own products, and create their own methods for selling, and that is where the startup culture can fit in. It is
Mm-hmm.
not necessary that the old school cannot merge with the new school.
Mm-hmm.
So the new generation has got a lot of scope and a lot of space for creativity, which can be paired with the foundation of the previous generation. So they can definitely create there, and they can go crazy on creating products, selling it the way they want, selling what they want. The products that we used to wear 10 years back are completely out, and everybody is now, even my father, my grandfather is wearing shorts, which was not seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Shorts, shoes, t-shirts, this is a way of life now. So the products are changing. So the next generation definitely can go open, but with a strong foundation.
Foundation. Okay. So I think now the trend is two paradoxes going on. One side, the fast fashion is going on, and second side, the minimalistic, sustainable fashion, and all the people. So this is, I think, two paradox in the industry. Two cannot sustain. Whether it's a fast fashion where you want to change, and here you have to be slow. So how you can justify, the sustainable as well as faster?
So two things. When you're talking about sustainability, you're talking about environment. Are you talking
Exactly.
about that?
Environment also, and the minimalistic approach, like you have to wear no less clothes, second hand clothes, so that the Europeans are already adopting that. So if you are wearing the second hand clothes, how your first hand clothes how the textile industry will grow.
So
So
two things. One, we are talking about, let's say, We are talking about the environment. Let's say if you
Yeah.
are talking about minimalistic is a way of life, that is a certain school of thought.
Hmm.
Second thing is environment is very important. So we are going in for recycled, bottles, and concept of recycling garments also is coming.
Correct.
So over a period of time, I see that things will change for the better, for
Hmm.
improvement of the environment, where we'll be able to recycle not just PET bottles, but also garments,
Yes.
convert them into fiber and convert them back into not just textiles,
Hmm.
but now you are converting them into several composites which can be used. I mean, even building material is being constructed, road material is being constructed, and they are researching. So I see, it's not something which I see in the next couple of years, but over a period of maybe 10 years, there will be a complete change in terms of fabrics, how they will be reused. It
Hmm.
will be kind of a circular economy.
Okay.
So I see that's the paradox of fashion. Now fashion, if you talk in terms of fad, recycle can also be a fad. Recycle is also, everybody is going, uh, it's a popular concept. So
Yes.
fashion is all about popular concept and colors and the way we wear the same garment.
Hmm.
So sometimes the sleeves are long, sometimes the sleeves are short, sometimes the pants are flared up in the bottom, sometimes they are narrow in the bottom, sometimes you're wearing yellows, sometimes you're wearing reds, but the concept keeps coming back and forth.
Hmm.
So minimalistic and environment friendly is all going to go hand in hand. You
Okay.
need to meet the next generation where they want to be,
Hmm.
rather than them coming to you. So they will not consume what you make, they
Hmm.
will consume the way they like it.
Exactly.
So that is important, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what is the consumer trend you see right now? So,
Consumer trends, I see that, it's a mixed trend. I don't see that the minimalistic is a big portion of the trend. In fact, most people have a larger wardrobe than they used to have, let's say, 5 years back. If I
hmm.
talk about myself or you or anybody, we have seen in the past 10 years, if you see, I've seen knit, the
Hmm.
knitted fabric, come into everybody's home much more than before. So let's say if in your wardrobe you had 5% knitted fabrics, now you have 40%.
Hmm.
So things like t-shirts, even, you know, for every kind of garments, even trousers are now knitted. This is knitted
Okay.
fabric.
Okay.
Shirts are being made from knitted fabric,
Yes.
not just the regular t-shirts or shorts or anything, but everything can be knitted. So I see that knitted fabric as a fabric of comfort. It's got that uh,
3D stretch and all.
yeah, it's got that stretch factor. I see lycra coming in. I see
Hmm.
a lot of recycled fabrics coming in, made from
Hmm.
recycled bottles and recycled fabrics.
Hmm.
So in those terms, I see this is the trend which is going to continue for the next few years,
Okay.
because knitted as a fabric is still a smaller percentage than in the other countries, where you see that knitted is a very significant part. Not
Hmm.
just wovens and knitted are nearly 50-50 for
Correct.
everybody, for women, children, men, everybody.
Correct. So, you are also into recycling, or you are planning for that?
Yeah, so we use a lot of recycled yarns.
Mm-hmm.
SVG has been the pioneer in using yarns made from recycled PET bottles. We've
Okay.
been doing that for more than a decade now,
Okay.
and we supply to very significant brands that are using, and these brands have a target to be 100% recycled by the year 25 to 2030. Some brands have already gone 80-90% recycled, and in 25 they will be 100% recycled, and some brands will achieve it by 2030. So that is a massive trend. And SVG is also, as a group, planning to invest in manufacturing of these yarns from PET bottles.
So right now you are not manufacturing?
Right now we are not making the yarns, we are
Yes.
making the garments and
Garments.
fabrics
Okay.
out of recycled yarns.
Okay. So yarn plant is not there for
Yarn plant is not there.
Okay.
It requires a plant where you buy the PET bottles, wash them, create flakes out of them, and then convert them into yarns, which can then be converted into fabric.
So the trend you are saying that 2030 all brands, but I think you're talking about the international brands, not the Indian brands.
Sooner or later, see, Indian brands are also following a certain trajectory. There is everybody follows a certain is inspired by certain things. So if a sportswear guy, Indian sportswear guy, he's also inspired by let's say Adidas or Reebok or Nike. If Nike and Adidas are going to convert themselves into 100% recycled, then the Indian brands also will want to do that. Okay. To sell. I mean, there is a trend, so they are following, and the people who are projecting themselves as conscious, they will have to do it.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
time and
Thank you.
inputs.